Yeah. Oh no. We most certainly can.
What up, y'all? This is the Let's Have a Real Conversation podcast with
Dashing D.
And I'm JD. And Chris is who knows where. Oh, wait. This is episode 15.
Does Chris get fired today?
I don't know.
Should we fire Chris? You guys tell us what you want us to do. Should we fire Chris or should we keep him?
Because, Chris has been trying.
We just have to come up with topics on our own, though. So is Chris really trying? Because that's his job.
You right.
I don't know.
You right, girl. You right.
I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll consider it. I'm not giving him until episode 20, though.
That's too long?
It's too long.
Damn.
We keep giving him chances, and I just feel like y'all tell us what y'all want us to do with Chris, because I don't know. I could take him. I could leave him.
Damn. Chris, go to the other room. Don't listen to this.
He made sure I had water today. So,
I see.
I
somehow didn't get one, though.
Well, you see? There's two hosts.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't understand.
Some favoritism. Maybe because you keep talking about firing him. He's worried about you.
Maybe. Well,
he's like, let me keep her happy.
You
because
should be worried. But
she's the one that keeps talking about firing me since like episode 2. Ooh,
you gotta keep both the hosts happy, Chris.
Sheesh. All right. Prayers for Chris. Hashtag prayers for Chris.
Prayers for Chris.
Should we fire him? What y'all think?
Let us know.
All right. Speaking of what do y'all think? And letting us know. Since our last pod, Ashanti has come out and said, that nigga's lying.
That's what she said. She said, I don't know what lovers. What? Lovers? Nah.
She said, Bill Clinton style, I did not have sexual relations.
Well, she didn't say that.
I know. She said they weren't lovers.
It's kind of how like Meg Thee Stallion did it. Wasn't sure about what intimacy meant.
What intimacy? What's that? Intimacy?
What did you say?
Huh?
Listen, I'm gonna say the same thing. Why would I admit to being with the nigga who was still with his wife? I'm not saying Ashanti's lying. I'm just saying, why would I admit it? Especially when I'm on a high. Like, everybody is, like, looking at me and talking about me right now.
Yes.
Do I want to be known as a homewrecker? Because that's what will happen.
I mean, Irv said his wife was aware, but he didn't really elaborate on that.
Did you used to watch the reality show that Irv Gotti and his wife did?
No.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, and this was a very long time ago, so y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure, and I'm sure there's clips on YouTube somewhere, I'm pretty sure she knew that he used to cheat on her, but
was it cheating?
But notice I said the word cheating.
Right, because I'm about to say, is it cheating or was it an open relationship?
No, they weren't in an open relationship. Because I remember her speaking about his infidelity on the show. Okay. It was... She was staying with a man who she knew was cheating on her. I'm sorry to say it like that because this is not about her. But
is that the same wife now, or a different wife, or
is there a wife? I don't think there's a wife now. But if there is, it's not the same person. The person who he was married to was.
Names don't matter, right?
I'm not gonna. No, not her name. I was gonna say she's the mother of his kids, but that might not even be completely true. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The kids that were on the show it was like a whole family show that they did.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it was called, but it was Irv, his wife, and the kids.
Okay.
It was very much like Murder Inc.'s version of Run's House, or I don't know. Around that time, there were a lot of reality shows following families.
Right.
And Irv Gotti had one. I want to say it was either on VH1 or BET.
I mean, those are the places.
Yeah.
Mostly VH1.
Probably VH1.
And
yeah.
Looking for love? Find a VH1 show.
Really?
That's what Fab said.
That's where we gotta go.
Looking for love, find a VH1
Thanks,
show.
Fab.
Get a VH1 show.
I've been wondering, Fab. Let me go find a VH1 show.
It's old. That's from Loso's Way.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. It's a great record that's from. But
We
anyway.
find out Fab has the cheat code.
He said, looking for love, I think he says, get a VH1 show.
Oh.
Looking for love, get a VH1 show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the line. If I'm wrong, throw it in the comments.
All right, let us know.
But that's from Fab, Loso's Way. I think the song is called I'ma Get It. Great record.
Anyway, to our fact checkers, let us know.
The fact checkers, holler. We need some fact checkers.
No, we have fact checkers because people hit us up.
You're right.
People let us know when we say something that
they do
isn't quite kosher, and we appreciate you for that.
We do. Thanks.
Yeah.
So now Irv has been asked
last night at the VMAs,
and we're recording on a Monday, so we're a little late.
but neither of us watched the VMAs.
No, we didn't. But at the VMAs, he was asked both by Essence and Shade Room, right?
Yeah.
About Ashanti and why he keeps bringing up Ashanti. And he said,
I'm doing a doc. I was asked to talk about my life and Murder Inc. And so I did. I don't understand why y'all sweating me.
Right.
Then he said, I don't have no beef with Ashanti. Lies. I don't have no beef with Ashanti. I wish her well. Do you? I wish her well. And, I hope she's good. But that's not what you said. Like, you have a problem with Ashanti. Just tell us. Tell us the truth. Hey, we've had some issues over the years. And, I guess I got in my feelings. But, we good. I don't even want to talk about this anymore. Honestly, that's what he should have done. What he should have done was shut it down on the red carpet. Oh, how could I forget? He said that the public is trying to Me Too him.
Okay, I can stop touching dresses now.
He said the public is trying to Me Too him.
Yeah, he said something about it being in the comments.
Can we play the Essence clip? Because the Essence clip is short.
Yeah, I got it. If you got it, you can play it.
Because he keeps bringing up, he brought up Me Too to Shade Room and Essence. I imagine anybody else who interviewed him.
Yeah.
He also brought it up to them. He gonna say the reason he keep talking about it is because people keep asking him. Is that what happened? Because I believe in the Drink Champs interview when they told him, all right, we can move on from this. He then kept hearkening back.
Yeah, he brought Ashanti up a couple of times on his own. He was initially asked.
Of course.
But then
he gotta stop.
More and more came out.
Stop lying. Stand in your truth.
He said he was telling his truth. Caress the coat. Caress the coat.
I just could. I was so disgusted.
I don't know.
It's like
I really don't even want to speak about it, but we have to kind of follow up because we spoke so much about it last episode.
Right.
But
shoot, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's all good.
I forgot where I had it. Why does it? Oh.
Too many accounts. You know what I'm saying?
Too many accounts. Yeah.
I caught all of this flack because of it. Not one word I said is a lie. I'm not a lying type person. I wish Ashanti all the best. If you're watching Ashanti, I wish you all the best. I just told my truth or whatever. So it was kind of funny for me to see the backlash, like to see like they was trying to get the Me Too movement on, and I was like, yo, I said I loved her.
They was trying to get the Me Too movement on. Why even say it?
But he said it also to Shade Room. But I don't read comments. I know a lot of people when a clip goes up or when a YouTube video goes up or when a meme is made, when anything is popular, people go in the comments. I know a lot of people love reading the comments. I even have friends that are like, yo, you ever just read the comments when they post wild shit? I normally do not. So I don't know what he's referring
comments.
to. You do?
Well, I just mean in general, I do read comments depending on what it is. But
I didn't see anything about any Me Too anything.
I know that there was question of age and how old she was and how old he was when all of this was a thing. Because I think she was pretty young at the time.
I got it.
So that would be the closest thing that I would think of, unless they're just citing him being like him having an abusive nature. And to me, this didn't come off as abusive. This came off as petty.
So there's
let's not get petty and abusive confused, because there are plenty of abusive niggas out there. We don't need to add and I'm not saying, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, to me, the Drink Champs interview didn't reek of abuse. It reeked of petty and like corny.
I don't know her age, and we also don't know. Oh, I guess you would have to see. But you can't even say when Happy came out, because songs often don't come out when they're recorded.
But I think there was video. There's video of her like in the studio with him.
Recording Happy?
Recording something. But she was young, and I can't remember. I swear to you, I can't remember how old they said she was. But I remember thinking, oh, there was a bit of an age gap there, huh?
Perhaps in the words of Rick James, she was only 17.
No, I don't think she was only 17. I think it was more like 19, but I just that's the number I have in my head, but I could be wrong.
Because Rick James also on that same song said, she's almost jailbait.
Yeah, I remember. There's a lot of nasty dudes, like just, and a lot of nasty music. Like when you think about today, you're like, woof, what were we thinking? I mean, I was a youngster, so
it was cocaine. Nobody was thinking.
Yeah, I guess.
It was, let's get high, get a band in here,
yes,
and let me sing some shit.
And then get some cocaine in her. Let's move on. You don't know about that?
No.
That's like a thing. As a matter of fact,
I know cocaine off the gentleman is a thing.
Yes, but also like you can
cocaine off the woman?
No, but you can end up. What I was trying to say is you can end up leaving cocaine in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Residue from you to her.
Yeah. Pam Grier talks about it in her book. She talks about Richard Pryor, and when they were together, and she would go to the doctor, and the doctor would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she'd be like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "There's cocaine in your vagina."
Off the pap?
Yeah. Wow. It was a great book. She had a really interesting life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, she loved him. And that's how you end up with cocaine inside your vagina, because you just be loving them, and it's just, I just say, I listen.
I'm speechless, and that's rare.
Sure, I listen. Yeah, she was like, listen, I just went to the doctor. I was just trying to, and I might be misquoting the situation, the order of events, but what I'm saying is true. She says it in her book. She speaks specifically about that and how, yeah, there were traces of cocaine in there.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact.
Okay. Well.
Whenever somebody asks me about her book, that's the thing I remember the most.
No comment. Let's move on. So, the internet has been going absolutely nuts because a few weeks ago, around the time of our last pod, Young Guru, audio engineer extraordinaire, audio engineer of the gods, or I should say probably the god of audio engineering as far as we know, put out a tweet that broke the internet. He said this, I'm paraphrasing, but I don't think I'm off by many words exact quoting, if I was exactly quoting. Anyway, he said, this whole verse on DJ Khaled's album is a definitely a top 10 Hove verse.
So wait, so am I to understand that Guru told us we were gonna like the verse before we got it?
Yes.
Okay, that explains some things.
Damn, I want to say something, but I can't. He was asked by another podcaster.
We can say which one it is because this is. I feel like this is something that something where we should cite our source.
Okay, so the album, DJ Khaled's album, came out. Everyone heard. The song became readily available, and
God did. I tried to say it like DJ Khaled.
Oh, he's got plenty of examples.
Another
the album.
one,
right? So the album "God Did" by DJ Khaled came out. The song is the second song on the album, really the first full song, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Hove did. Sorry.
No, it's fine. And so Joe Budden podcast called Young Guru
immediately when they started.
As soon as their latest episode starts.
You don't even get any. That's the content. You don't get anything before that.
Right, immediately.
Yeah.
And Joe Budden asked Guru about why he put out the tweet and what he really feels, and y'all can go look it up. Y'all can find it. But Guru basically said he does feel it's a top 10 verse, and he lists his reasons why. He said that a lot of times people feel he's biased, but he wanted to show that he's not biased and that he stands by his tweet. And then apparently he wanted to clear up the Breezy line, that it wasn't about Chris Brown. It was about Jay Brown, who they in-house call Breezy. But whatever. Y'all can go look it up. That's the summary. And then he and Joe Budden had a conversation because Joe Budden felt it is not a top 10 Hove verse. And then much of that is what their podcast episode is about. Y'all can go listen to that too. Joe Budden did not pay us. But Joe, listen, player, Podfather.
We're here.
If you feel like, you want to cut a little check, we can make it happen, Captain.
And it's been looking like you need a few new pods to add to the network.
Ooh, is there still a network?
I don't know.
Neither.
Well,
anyway,
let's not tell his business though.
We don't know what to tell.
I know, but we don't want to draw attention to
Nah. But Joe Budden Network, we operate on our own. It's just us and Chris right now.
It's just us and Chris.
You know what I'm saying?
We could be persuaded to.
You know what I mean?
Jump ship.
Holler. Anyway, so the song is out. The album is out. We'll talk about the album in a minute. But the song is called. What is it called?
God Did, right? Yeah.
Oh, I feel like it got to be called something else.
God Did.
Right. It's God Did.
Yes.
So the song, let's start with the song. The song starts with a really interesting hook, which I personally don't like. I'll be honest here. And then Rick Ross. Huh?
Yeah, I don't care for the hook.
It's whack.
Yeah, I don't care for it. I mean, I don't have like a strong stance either way. I don't even remember it, to be honest.
It's just people singing God Did. It's Friday and John Legend. And I don't even know if John Legend is singing on the main part of the hook.
Can we hold off on speaking about that? Because I have thoughts. And I know I think we should go in the order of, he's not on the hook. He's not on the hook.
John Legend's not on the hook.
He's not on the hook.
You sure of this?
I mean, if he is, I don't hear him.
But that's what I'm saying, because there's some background vocals.
Maybe he's on the background vocals, but he's definitely not the primary vocals on the hook. And I have thoughts, but I figure we're going in order.
Yeah, so the hook starts, so I guess Friday is the hook. And then Ross comes on. No, Ross starts before the verse, the hook.
Does he?
Because the beat is building. It's like the keys, the pianos first.
I listened to it.
Then as soon as the drum comes in. Okay. Then as soon as the drums come in, Ross starts rapping. So actually, I'm wrong. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I was wrong the second time, right the first time. And who knows, maybe I'll edit this out, maybe I won't. But it starts with a hook by Friday. And then Ross comes on.
And does what Ross does. I mean, I'm a Ross fan.
Same.
I am a Ross fan. Okay?
Same.
So Ross did what Ross needed to do. And this is the perfect type of song for Ross.
Absolutely.
Like, I know a lot of people say, I don't like hearing the same thing over and over
No, this
again.
is the time.
Ross has a lane, and I think that's perfectly fine, because sometimes that is all I want to hear.
And you got to know who to call in those moments. Yeah. And for this, I will start right now and give DJ Khaled props. Because that was the person to call 100%.
This is where DJ Khaled shines, if I'm being honest.
Yes.
I mean, I don't love all of his projects.
Neither.
But he's good at putting artists together.
Yeah.
He understands a track and how it should work in terms of the artists that come together to do the song. So right. I will give him, he's very good at that.
Yes. Amazing job by Khaled on showing us how to put a song together, making the right call, and knowing who to call in those moments. And so Ross, he is definitely good at that. Ross sparks the track. A great start.
Strong. And
then in comes Weezy F Baby.
Wait, I don't know what he's going to say, because y'all know he don't really like Weezy like that. So let's see. It's new for me too. What did you think?
Wayne bodied it.
Oh, yes, he did.
Wayne showed up.
Yes, he did.
Yo.
He did.
Wayne was like, who you said is on the song? Who? Ross?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me get a good night's rest and then I come back to you.
Hold on. Who else? Hove? You like Jay-Z. Oh, like the other guy whose name is Carter.
Right.
Okay, hold on. Let me
go. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to go get a good night's rest. He probably put a little lavender on his pillow.
Stretch.
You know, he said, let me go sleep. I'm going to get up in the morning. You know, I'm going to catch some sun.
He was drinking tea with honey in it to make sure make sure the throat was good. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the throat was good.
He has got to. Listen, yo.
Listen, you got to give props where props is due. If I'm going to stand up here, sit up here.
Wayne did.
If I'm going to sit up here and say, hey.
Everybody did.
Well, we're going to get to that.
I mean.
But.
Except for one person, which we'll get to that.
If I'm going to sit up here and say, hey, Wayne fucked up a lot of songs, saying I said, I think I mean, I think all I right. said. Then I also got to sit up here and say, that nigga showed up.
And showed the fuck
That
out.
Nigga said, dreadlocks and face tats, I'm the apex. He said, not only did I start the wave y'all niggas is on, I'm still the best at the wave y'all niggas is on. While rapping with the auto-tunes on his voice like niggas.
Yeah, I actually, honestly, Wayne's verse is the verse where I personally found the most quotables. You know how the girls like to go and post on IG. I don't do that. But if I was to do that, Wayne's verse for me, that was the one. That's the one where I kind of get chills.
All right, So like the Ross verse is good. It's probably even great. But when the Wayne verse ends, or even like maybe or definitely after like the fourth bar.
Yeah.
After the fourth line, you kind of just wake up like, oh shit. Yeah,
Wayne's verse did something.
What's going on right now? I'm getting kind of juiced up right now. And then
Wayne's verse did something to me that I didn't expect it to do. I really didn't.
That nigga said God did the rest.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
God did the rest.
Yeah. Oh gosh, and what is the line where he says, you
want to excavate him?
Oof. No.
They want to kill him, bury
and
him, excavate
him.
him.
It's so simple, but I was like, I need to like put this on a Post-it, as like an affirmation or something.
Okay,
I can't even.
Just go to his verse. It's okay. We could edit this out.
I could have just looked at the lyrics.
Nah, it's fine. It's all good. Nigga, God did his thing when he made me. Listen.
I mean, it's just, I was like, oh, you know what? Yes, God did his thing when he made me. When he made me. Okay?
I don't know about the rest of y'all.
I don't know anything about the rest of you niggas.
But when he made me,
God did his thing when he made me. Okay?
Yo,
okay? Talk your shit, Weezy. Talk your shit. Listen, I am the first person to say, hearing a man talk his shit, done. That's all I need. I love the shit talking records. I love the ones where they're like, well, I'm actually really dope, and like I does this, and I'm a legend, and I'm everything y'all say I am,
and more.
Yes. That I love, like
when Ye said, "Is 1,000 views? It's only one of me."
Only one of me.
It's only one of me.
And he's right. Y'all know I have mixed feelings about Kanye.
But there's only one.
Kanye.
That's it.
He didn't lie. He did not lie.
That time.
But this is not about Kanye.
We gotta bring him up like every episode.
And
well, actually, in this verse, Hove did. So Wayne's immaculate verse ends, and then we get the hook, and then we get like 3 or 4 minutes straight of just Jay-Z bars. And before we even get to that, I just want to let y'all know, if you're an aspiring rapper, or if you're a person who needs affirmations, just listen to this song. This was bragging school. This was, hey, let me tell you why I'm the man 101. Maybe even 102. Is there a class after 102? I didn't go to college. I didn't finish.
Maybe a 103.
This would have been 103. Yeah. This was high level bragging.
Oh, you know
from the start.
It goes up to like the 200s then. You're not even in the hundreds anymore. It's not 101, 102 anymore. You like...
Is that in college?
300, yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know that. Yeah. See, this the things niggas who don't finish college don't know.
I mean,
So what's the highest one? Because that's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I mean, it depends.
Listen, the point is, this was a master class at bragging. So if you need to like, hey, I need to feel good today, if I need a little booster, need a booster shot?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need a booster shot? This is the audio version of the booster shot. I don't know if it's going to protect you from all those things out there, but it's going to make you feel exactly like you need to feel.
This is the booster shot.
This is the booster shot.
The booster.
That's what this is.
Is this
you should have just called it booster
third
shot.
Or fourth
I don't know. I don't know, but it's going to give you a boost. It's like, I'm going to give y'all, this is like the equivalent of lyrical Gatorade. Like, you know how you have all the Gatorade commercials and they be bent over just...
Is it the white one? Because that's the only one I would
fucking drenched, just sweat dripping everywhere, and then they just gulped out.
As long as it's the white one.
Oh, I know what it is.
The glacier white.
I got it. It's not even Gatorade. You seen Space Jam 1?
Yes.
The real Space...
Because the second one was, the ghetto.
You seen Michael Jordan Space Jam?
Yes. That was
when he just scribbled on the water, Mike's,
yeah.
What is it? Mike's Secret Stuff?
I don't remember.
Mike's Secret Stuff. This was Mike's Secret Stuff. Niggas drank it and just became super brolic and heroes and shit. That's what this is.
God did.
Hove did. All right, let's talk about the verse. So since this song came out, the internet's been losing their mind. Yes, the verse is good. No, the verse is not good. Yes, it's a top 10 verse. No, it's not a top 10 verse. Thoughts on the verse?
The verse was great.
Okay.
The verse was great. Now, I will say, I too listened to JBP. And...
Ish did.
Well, yeah, he did. But I too, it's 4 minutes, right? And so it should be revered for not just content, but also longevity, because that is a long time for him to be...
It's a long time for anyone to be rapping.
Right. And have it be on point from beginning to end.
That is true.
Because I'm sure there are plenty of people who have
a very big skill.
Tried. Yes. And so I think that it was a great verse. I just think sometimes it's dangerous when, now that I know that Guru was the one who told us that we were going to like the song.
He was the roll-up.
I wonder I wonder how many people saw Guru's tweet.
Well, it went viral.
Yeah.
No, it really went viral. Like people, even signed artists and famous people were like, "Nigga, you better not be lying."
And maybe listen, Hov rose to the occasion, right?
I mean, technically, he had already done the work.
He had already done the work. But I just wonder when things like that happen, when we do things like, this is going to be great. Was the internet ever going to say it wasn't?
No, people are saying it wasn't.
Are they?
That's what I'm saying.
The majority of what I've seen is positive.
Okay.
People are quoting him. I didn't know.
Listen, if you want quotables, this song.
I didn't know.
This song going to let you have quotables for a long time. Like, you might could finish the year.
I didn't know that the song had come out. I didn't know who was on the song. You would have thought it was a Jay-Z song the way my Twitter timeline was going, because and I was a little irked once I realized that my guy was on it, you know? And I understand that Ross's verse is not, if we're going to stack them.
No, I don't like when people do that.
And I don't think we should, but I'm just saying, but the reality of the situation is people do that. And so that's why you weren't hearing about Wayne, and that's why you weren't hearing about Ross. At least me, I wasn't. I was only hearing about Hov. And then it became a conversation, Hov and Beyonce, because everybody's still listening to Beyonce. And so Hov, I'm a little frustrated. I was a little frustrated with that when I realized that it wasn't just Hov on the song. Because I don't know if you're saying no to me or I'm sorry. No,
I don't like. I've never liked when people said that. Like,
I don't like it either.
There's a term that we use ever since Ether came out where we say, somebody bodied someone else, because Nas said Eminem bodied you on your own shit. Ever since then, people always use the comparison. Dashing D bodied JD on his own song.
Right.
JD body Dashing D. Listen,
why we can't just be dope together?
But that's not the point. Listen, the purpose of creating a record with another person is to work in tandem to create the best possible product,
right?
To represent all parties involved as possible.
So everybody's energy should be on par, and because of the fact that they are all legends.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't hard for them to do.
No.
It wasn't hard for them to do. But what my point is, what I'm saying, I'm not agreeing with what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, that's the way the internet made it look.
No, I understand. It triggers me when I hear that.
And I get it.
I don't like when people do that, and I don't feel it should, because it's like saying...
have conversations offline all the time where I'm I don't understand why people get picked. Why can't we like everything?
Yeah.
Why do we have to pit two people against each other, three people against each other, whatever? So.
Yeah, I don't like it. So I wasn't saying that you were wrong, or I know you're not agreeing. I know the internet loves fucking doing that. And someone who we'll talk about in a minute, well, in a while, Benny the Butcher, he had a song with J. Cole a couple months ago, and he said, I'm glad J. Cole came on and quote unquote bodied me. Thank you.
But also, isn't that when you're talking about like rappers who are so sought after, don't you want them to flip out on your song? Yes. Like, isn't that you know what I mean? Like, I feel like by the time they get to the point where you guys are doing a record together, it's all love. Like,
that's debatable. But to answer your question, yes. Sure. The problem is hip hop is competitive. So there's two levels of competitive nature when it comes to a record that has multiple people on it, especially quote unquote rappers or MCs. What happens is the fans is one side. So one side is the fans, one side is the person whose song it is themselves. So let's say Dashing D featuring JD and Laptop. Dashing D as an MC wants to make sure that she shows her lyrical ability and all the skills that she has developed over time as an MC to show that I can not only stand in the ring with these other two MCs, but I can hold my own. Sure. So like, not only can I do this, but I could do it just as well or better than them.
This person,
And then the fans, what happens is you have these groups. So Dashing D's fans come to the conversation. JD's fans come to the conversation. Laptops fans come to the conversation. And now it becomes, well, my person had the better verse. Yeah. No, my person had the better verse. No, my person had the better verse.
Yeah,
then it becomes a,
but it's not
well, let me tell you why my person had the better verse. Nah, my person bodied both of y'all. And so it becomes this really...
we don't even need rap beef anymore.
Oh, yeah, because the fans got the rap beef.
Create the beef.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of annoying, though, because the cool thing about if you were old enough or around when like rap beefs were like
offline,
real rap,
there was no online,
where there was no online. Yeah. You know, if you were around for Ether and Takeover and
all the fly shit before that, there's tons of beef records.
But I'm just saying, you know,
there was some our time,
right? Because we were in high school when that happened.
Right,
so
Wankster,
yeah, like
Flatback.
I mean, there's a lot.
There's
a lot.
There's tons.
I can't list. We could, yes, we could. I can't list them all because you know my memory. But we lived through a lot of rap beefs before the internet, right?
Yes.
And they were great.
Yes.
And they were great, like making sure that you were near the radio.
Oh.
To hear when the track dropped for the first time when Funk Flex.
Don't start.
I'm not starting anything.
Okay.
I'm
right.
trying
I heard the laugh. Oh, okay. Because I heard the chuckle.
I laughed because I know we've talked about Funk Flex recently, but Funk Flex was the one.
Yeah.
He was the one who was dropping it in New York.
Yeah. Angie was good at that too. Sometimes Angie would do it.
Angie would do it sometimes. I think Funk Flex,
but he was
more because he was on at night.
For sure.
But that was like, and then you went to school. I don't know about you, but I went to school the next day,
and it was like, son, you heard that shit,
right?
You heard that shit.
Yo, I got.
You heard that shit.
Honestly, I got in a fight with a boy.
Did you know Irv Gotti produced Super Ugly?
I did not know that.
He said it on Drink Champs. I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep jumping back to Irv Gotti, but since you mentioned the beef record, I didn't know that shit neither.
I got into a fight with a boy over Jay-Z and Nas.
Like a
physical fight.
Fisticuffs?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a bitch ass.
Yo, that beef was separating. like best friends stopped being best friends because of Jay-Z versus Nas.
Yes. Yeah, also, fuck that nigga. But
edit point. Nah, I'm kidding. It can stay. I'm playing.
Sorry, that's my last memory of that guy. I'm sure he's lovely today.
Maybe he's not. Who knows?
Or maybe he's not. He seemed like he was going to become a grown dick. Sorry. Edit point.
Nah, that's staying. That gotta stay. I veto that one. That one gotta stay. That's a clip.
Okay.
Promo clip, Chris.
Anyway.
Chris, a grown dick. Edit. Excuse me. Promo clip, Chris. If you want to keep your job, my guy. Grown dick.
You gonna pay him?
Grown dick. Me. Who's gonna pay him? We ain't got a sponsor. Y'all see sponsored by somewhere on this screen. Ain't no money to pay nobody. I ain't getting paid. Are you getting paid?
No.
Okay.
He might need car fare one day.
I mean, if he need a swipe, my Metro card always says go. You know what I'm saying? If he needs car fare, Chris, I got you. $275, baby, no problem. Shit, I got $550 for you. You could go where you need to go and go somewhere else. Round trip. $275 round trip. Some places it ain't $275.
No.
But no, besides that,
you can't ride the express bus.
Besides that, and like the slices of pizza we be hooking him up with, I can't.
When he remembers to order the pizza.
All right, now you just so Jay-Z.
Yeah.
His verse was great. There were lots of double entendres. I know. Listen.
Let me say something about the double entendres.
Come on, because I'm ready.
So not only is Jay-Z good at nothing entendres. He is great at double entendres. What do you know?
I don't even. I want to leave. I don't want to. I'd like to walk out, but I can't for like 12 reasons. But I can't believe you just said that. Wow.
I paid him a compliment.
Okay.
It was a compliment.
If you say so.
What? No. I said he's good at both.
You don't need to repeat it. I can't even talk right now. All right.
And shout out to you if you've been listening to this podcast long enough to know what we're talking about.
Wow.
Thank you for coming back.
I've been speechless twice in this episode.
No, because you know what? Everybody's expecting us to come in here and ready to defend Hove and make Hove sound like the greatest rapper on the planet. And listen, we could argue that. We could
argue what?
You know what I mean. I'm just saying, like, we love Hove. We that's obvious. That's clear. Like, we weren't gonna come in here and have a whole bunch of bad things to say about the verse. It just wasn't gonna happen.
No, but you said we could come in here and argue that Hove's the best rapper on the planet. Is that what you just said? I wish I could rewind it.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing to argue.
I didn't. That's why I said.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
actually.
No, I got. Listen, I'm sorry. The Hove defenders.
But
we was.
But that's my point.
All right, I'm sorry.
Of course, we love Hove.
Okay,
I've loved Hove since.
Listen, I'm sorry.
The early days, since the first album.
I'm sorry.
Listen, I've been listening to Hove longer than I haven't been listening to Hove.
All right, I'm not even gonna respond. Just keep going.
What do you? Well,
longer than you haven't?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because if you take, first I was gonna say I've been listening to Hove half my life, but that's not true. More than half.
Oh, okay, got it.
So yeah.
I thought you just subliminally admitted that you don't listen to Hove at this point. Cause I'm about to say, wait a minute.
No. That's not what I mean. I just mean
all right.
in life, I've listened to him
more than half your life.
More than I haven't listened to him.
Yeah.
And so I don't have bad things to say about Hove. Other than that, nothing entendre he had done back then.
God.
Look, listen, we do a podcast. Everything can't be roses.
She's just gonna keep saying this.
Y'all already know about the nothing entendre. But listen. Hove did with them double entendres. He did.
He was not playing.
Not at all.
And I have to be honest, since we said the name of the podcast, I'm going to just say it one last time. The Joe Budden podcast said that Hove's verse was probably last. I kind of agree with them. Like, last to be recorded.
Yeah, like he had already heard everything.
I agree with them.
Yeah.
I feel like he heard Ross and Wayne and was like, oh, okay, hold on, let me roll up my sleeves because...
He too went to bed. Oh. He too got a good night's rest. He you know what he said? He said, B, you and the kids go to the other wing.
No, I don't think so.
You think he did it right away? You think he immediately?
I mean,
immediately started. Yeah, sure.
Maybe. If you've seen any behind the scenes stuff and you know how Hove is, like I talk about Face of Black all the time.
Hearing the verse in
his
head.
He was like he just started like JBP said. I'm sure he just paced back and forth, started mumbling, and was like, "All right, oh, that's what Wayne said. All right, Guru, play Wayne's verse one more time. Start pacing again."
All I'm saying is he got three.
Hold on.
Three young kids.
Can you play Ross verse back again?
What he say again? No,
okay.
I got something better.
And went in there and delivered like the postman.
Yo, and brought us double entendres like we know he could.
Yo, that nigga was not playing. Yo, Hove was like, all right. Y'all gonna get this work. Yeah. Oh, that's what Ross and Wayne want to do. All right. Okay, no problem.
That's what y'all said.
Sure. That nigga said no. Hove did. And now let me tell you all the things Hove did.
Right.
Like, this was the lyrical resume. Like,
I mean, he was great. Listen.
But was Guru right
about the top 10? Hove has a lot of verses.
Was Guru right? I feel no. I'll come out swinging. I don't have a problem with it. I do not think this is a top 10 Hove verse.
I don't think so either.
I think if you look back from 1996 to 2022, you will find 10 Hove verses that are better.
This is why I brought up JVP in the beginning, because he ended up playing some of
Mad
Hove's
records.
verses.
Holy shit.
And I was like, ooh.
All of them gave you them.
Yeah. Yeah, like
face.
I mean,
That's a meme.
Yeah.
That face.
That face was a meme.
Yeah, but that's what they did. They gave you that
What's
face.
up? Chris, edit point.
Chris, make sure you get that one, player.
Get the face.
Get the face. We about to usher the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nuts. I see so much potential already. I don't got the virality of the usher, but man, that was alright if you ask me. If I do say so myself.
Yo, he played You Don't Know.
Talk about it. I know you was ready to slap somebody when that shit came on, because I know y'all might not know. Are we allowed to tell them?
Sure.
You Don't Know from Blueprint 1, as they say now, is one of Dashing D's all-time favorite Hove songs.
It is. When they played that, I was like, oh, yeah.
Personally,
It's my shit.
I know we only get one Hove verse on You Don't Know Part 2 or Remix, whatever it's called, with M.O.P.
Mm-hmm. I know
But
you talk
that
about
verse,
that one a lot. Yeah.
He said, "You dudes is noodles. I got more ziti to bake."
Listen, that's why I'm saying this was great, but
I keep 2 biscuits on the waist, razor blades under the tongue. I will eat your face. Got a money-hungry lawyer that'll eat the case. Come on, man.
listen,
That shit is not a top 10 Hove verse. I'm sorry.
I don't think it is.
In the words of Hove, I'm sorry. What you want me to tell you?
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is, because I think if we were talking about somebody who only had a couple albums, a couple mixtapes, then we probably would have been able to say, yeah, top 10, easy. It is really difficult to put together a tippy top 10 for Jay-Z.
And he didn't even say songs. He said verses. And there's Jay-Z songs where like every verse is just...
Right. Chris, the face again. That's just gonna be a new face.
No,
you know what they tell you when you're a kid. You keep doing it.
Your face gonna stay like that? Yo, could you imagine if you just had to walk around? Yo,
are we gonna get canceled? Are there people who have faces like that?
I don't know, man.
We're sorry.
I'm not sorry.
I know you're not.
It's funny.
I know you're not.
It's funny.
I know you're not. If y'all saw it last episode, y'all know he's not sorry.
Don't make me.
All right.
Edit point.
Chris.
Edit point. Yes. This shit might not come out for like 2 more weeks with all these edit points.
Yeah. So
So you don't think it's a top 10?
I don't think it's a top 10 Hove verse.
I'm glad we agree, because I was like, if she come in here and say this is a top 10 verse, we might have to pause the pod just so I could play a bunch of verses myself.
Just the songs he played alone. We're like, oh,
come on,
throw this one away if that's what we're talking about. Yeah. And again though, we are so programmed to try to figure out which one is better, which one is best, and
right.
Let's just enjoy it.
It's great.
It is.
I don't think we're gonna get another one like this for a long time, because Hove does not do that on a regular basis.
Right.
So I don't think we'll get that again, but for a minute. But no, I don't think it's a top 10. So.
I just think it's great that the 3 of them were on this song. I mean, think that
who better? Like
one more mention of JBP, and I want to know how you feel about this.
Drake rapping,
Drake singing. They wanted Drake.
Oh, I would have been fine with that. I think that hook would have been better. No, Joe wanted it.
Joe wanted Drake to sing the hook, and everyone else was like,
well, they didn't say no. They said there's no way that his competitive nature and ego would have allowed Drake to sing the hook. But do I agree that Drake would have done a better hook? Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it would have probably fit.
And it would have been like him paying homage to the 3 people that he I don't even know what word to use. Honors, looks up to, admires. There's all those synonyms.
OGs. Yeah. But I don't know. I was curious because I kind of thought about it too, and I was like, would he want to do it?
I think he would have. He loves those guys. The nigga said, I never cried when Pac died, but I probably will when Hove does.
Right.
That's a Drake line. You gonna cry when the nigga dies? Yes, you will sing the hook.
But you will.
And then Wayne? What's that? Well, his dad, his brother.
Right. I mean, for Wayne, he would have done it, but.
And then Ross.
But I guess too. I don't remember who said it, but someone said like, you don't think he would want to rap too?
I'm gonna go out and say it because I know niggas might not want to say it, but Drake would have had the weakest verse on this song. All the Drake stans, feel free to flood my comments and tell me I'm an imbecile. Feel free to tell me that my music is too whack to be even having this conversation. Do what you like. But when you're done with all of that and you face reality, you will realize that Drake would not have fit well in this song. That his verse would have definitely been ranked the weakest, and he would have had the 4 a.m. in somewhere just to try to get somewhere in line with these three gentlemen.
And I'm going to say, keep your shady comments to yourself.
Oh, God, I don't give a fuck. Come on with it, kid. I don't care.
Because I'll fight.
I mean, I don't care. But the truth is, that, I mean, to me, that's not a question.
No,
and besides, Drake busy, doing things to his hair, making, dance albums, doing DraftKings deals, putting up videos at casinos. I'm tapped in. Yeah, he's got casino things going on.
He has casino things going on.
Yeah, that's off pod conversation. But Drake ain't worried about this shit. Drake is somewhere bored trying to figure out life and how to spend his billion. Or billions, who knows? I don't keep track. I don't pocket watch, as they say. But that's where Drake is at with it. You think, I highly doubt that Drake would hear this and be like, oh, hold on, I have a pen and a paper somewhere around here.
Listen.
I need to get somebody to send me this beat so I could. No. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if J. Cole or Kendrick soon drop a freestyle over that beat.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Because when Drake dropped what's the album? Oh, Certified Lover Boy? Mm-hmm. And was saying like, I'm number one, there's no question, or whatever the fuck he said about being in the top 3.
Yeah.
J. Cole made sure to put out a song on one of Drake's beats, talking his shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would not surprise me. But no, I don't think J. Cole, Kendrick, or Drake belong on this song. I think that this was the right group of people for this song. Go ahead.
I was just curious about what you thought about the
Drake rapping on this thing. I wouldn't want to hear it.
Well, both rapping or singing.
I totally think if any one of them, even if Khaled, because Drake is tight with Khaled, we know that. Drake I think if any one of the 4 people, Drake, Khaled, Ross, Wayne, if any one of them called or text Drake and was like, hey, can you sing this hook? I think Drake would have done it right then and there. Oh, you know what? Somebody got a yacht. Somebody on this yacht got a mic. Let me hook it up. If not, I'll have the helicopter come pick me up and I'll fly to a studio real quick. I got y'all. Give me about 2 hours. You'll have it in your email.
Yeah.
Dropbox, however y'all are sending files these days.
There's one thing we got to talk about.
Why wasn't John Legend the hook? Because John Legend wraps up the song with a lovely singing outro.
John Legend didn't need to be there.
Oh, I thought you were going to say somebody else should have done the hook.
John Legend should. I mean, if he was going to do the hook, let him do the hook. But
so you would have just wanted the verse from Hove and then cut off the record? No hook or anything at the end?
I mean, then let Friday finish off the song.
No. I
know you don't like it, but I didn't like John Legend sounding like he was an afterthought. I did not like that.
But he does it on a bunch of records with Ross and Wayne. Ross and Jay.
Yeah, but he sings throughout the records.
No, there are songs that John Legend and Ross have where John Legend just comes on towards the end.
He comes and does like a bridge thing, but usually you hear his vocals before the end. I didn't hear him, and I know you're saying maybe he did the background vocals, but you can't tell that it's him. I didn't know that John Legend was on this song until the end of the song, and I just feel like we didn't need it.
Oh, I didn't have a problem with it.
So
what would you have done? You would have done what? Hove, hook, off? or you would have done Hove and no hook? Come on, man. Tell me how you would have produced, executively produced the record.
I don't remember how Hove ends it. I want to be clear. I love John Legend. I listen to John Legend all the time.
Okay.
I love John Legend. I love John Legend with rappers.
Okay.
I think it's synergy. I just think it's perfect. Like his tone is just like I could listen to him on his own, but I honestly want to listen to him more with a rapper than I do with another singer.
Okay.
That's just the sound he has.
Okay.
He does a lot of records with Ross. And
a lot of records with Ross.
Some of them are impeccable.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful ending to the song.
Mm-hmm.
It just came out of nowhere for me.
Yes.
It's weird. It's like they did it and then said, there's no way we can take this off. But to me, it just felt out of place after the hook.
I totally see why you say that.
So
I would have taken out that last hook
and just did
and
that
went from
breakdown.
Hove to Legend.
Yeah. Cause I also feel like put some respect on John Legend's name. And I know that Khaled works with John Legend often. I don't think that he was trying to be disrespectful. I just feel like, honestly, yeah, he should have come after Hove because it feels like an afterthought. It feels like the thing that you stuck on at the end. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful 45 seconds.
Okay.
It is.
All right.
I just didn't understand. And that's what I meant when I said that somebody shouldn't have been on the song. I was talking about John Legend, and it's not because I did not enjoy what he did. It's not because I don't like John Legend. It's just that it felt weird there.
So some song that was a tongue twister. Some song composers feel that you have to end the strong off song. I cannot talk. Wow.
There's a lot of S's going on.
Talk about alliteration. Sipping on some scissor. Sipping on some sipping on some scissor.
Sipping on some sip. You stopped.
I didn't want to keep on for 20 seconds.
Oh, right.
Great. Some song composers feel that you should end the song on a strong note. Wow.
Say that 10 times fast.
I can't even say it again, probably. Fuck 10 times fast. Okay. So you want to end it on a strong note. Mm-hmm. Which is why a lot of times in songs, the strongest verse goes last. No pun intended. So perhaps they felt...
I mean, Hope was last. And then John Legend was last.
All right, I'm out. That's it. Chris, you want to come in here and pod? Because this is ridiculous. Like, you want to come in here? You want it? Hello? He must be getting you another water because he's not responding.
That was another nothing entendre.
Right. We can move on. It's fine. We can keep going.
No. Please.
Perhaps Khaled felt that Hove made the temperature so hot and got people so riled up that you needed something soft and supple and beautiful to bring them back down. After that sermon.
Right, and it is beautiful. It is a beautiful 45 seconds. I just wish that...
I really wish sometimes that we did not name our episodes after songs. Because, my God, the names of these episodes would be so fucking different.
It was beautiful. Listen, I'm sure this my dad loves gospel music. I might even send this song to him and say, hey, Dad, listen all the way to the end. I think you'll be very pleased by the time you get to the end of this song. But it was just not where it was supposed to be. And honestly, I don't know that needed to come right after Hove. That had to come.
Well, that's
right
what I'm saying.
Hove.
That would have been my change. That's why I asked you
yeah.
before we went and played it and said all of this. That's why I asked you.
I
Okay,
needed to think about
if you felt John Legend shouldn't be there, what would you have changed? Because that's what my immediate thought when you said that was, oh, I would have took out the last hook. But I couldn't remember. I'll leave it in so it don't look like it doesn't make sense. But I couldn't remember, was there a hook and then John Legend or just John Legend after Hove? Yeah. In my opinion, if I was executive producing the record, one, there would be a very different hook. Friday, no beef. I don't know you, never heard you before this song. But I just feel like the way that these three behemoths came on and destroyed the entire city, there should have been something different for the hook. But that's neither here nor there by this point. When Hove was done, then I'd immediately went into John Legend.
Yeah.
That's an easy change for me. That would be the edit point. I would take out the last hook. Even if leave those other hooks, whatever. But at that point, after Hove does that, after Hove takes you to the 7th level of hell, is that what they say? But that's how hot the fire was.
Something like that, yeah.
Whatever it is. Y'all who read Dante's Inferno, y'all could put it in the comments. Right. But after Hove took us down there with the fire, I get it. You wanted to, get the fire department out here. Call everybody, the whole county, get all of them out here. We need this. This fire needs a lot of work to get put out. Then I would have immediately went into John. Right,
and I wouldn't have they didn't even need that last hook because...
You could have had the Legend finish off after the Legend.
Right. Because it was, and that's the thing, because the verses were so good. So, I'm trying to think of all the colorful words, but I can't, nothing is coming to my mouth right now, but you had Ross, great. You had Wayne, great. Impeccable. You had Hove, great.
Masterclass.
And
I'm sorry.
And then you have this hook again, and it's like,
that's why.
And then John Legend, who does again a beautiful 45 seconds, take out the hook.
That's what I'm gonna call this segment clip. People are gonna be so confused when they see it. Like, why is there 45 minutes called a beautiful 45 seconds? That's a double entendre.
Hey. You take out that hook and end it with John Legend. That's it. Don't bring the hook back. Nothing.
Yeah, there was no need for it. Sometimes you got to end it without the hook. And people who executive produce, they've done it on plenty of songs. Like sometimes the verse is so nuts at that whatever, second verse, third verse. Nowadays, there's really not third verses often. You just got to cut the record right off sometimes.
And I would have even liked if we knew that John Legend was around.
Oh, it's in the credits, and it's on the feature list.
That's not what I mean. I mean, listening.
Oh,
to
hearing
the song,
him in the background or something.
Yeah, I would have liked him to give us
I mean, another edit
in the middle.
Another edit could have been Wayne, Hook, John Legend, and then Hove.
I like that.
I'm just saying, I make songs sometimes.
I like that.
Sometimes I make songs. I like
that. I don't make songs, but I like that.
Just saying, because then John would have been the bridge.
Right.
That would have cooled off all that Wayne fire.
But see, I think that
then Hove just would have sucker punched you.
But I think the point was
to end it on
I think it was to go like this and then bring it down.
Yeah, it was the end of the roller coaster where it just goes like this and then you get off. Yes, you are correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So which is fine. I like your idea too very much actually. But I understand why they did it. They just didn't need that last hook. So that's the end of that for me. Yeah. And okay, fine, he can stay on the song. Since I said he should be taken off. Yeah. But that was why. It wasn't because it wasn't a beautiful ending to the song. But yeah. You listen to the album.
Oh, so wow. We spent so much time on Hove. I forgot we had to talk about the album. Shit. Yeah. It's a good album. I don't like every DJ Khaled album.
Neither do I.
To me, it's challenging for me to listen to Khaled albums because there's such a huge collective of artists collaborating. And that's not a bad thing. It's just that a lot of the times the artists that he works with, because he works with the cats who are hot at the moment or who he has a relationship, or sometimes it's the same person, he has a relationship and they're hot. I don't really enjoy those artists a lot of times. So it's hard for me to like the product. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I don't listen to Dashing D, and then she's on 5 records on the album, it's like, oh, all right.
It makes it
how
hard.
much can I like it?
Right. It makes it hard. I don't necessarily love DJ Khaled's albums. I do think, like I said earlier, I think he's great at like putting artists together and
yeah, and sometimes he surprises the fuck out of you. You'd be like, whoa, who's on a record together? Like,
right. But
I saw that.
Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't listened to it yet.
So I heard it once. It's a solid album.
Mm-hmm.
I have to give it another listen. You know, yeah, I know how I do. Got to listen to it twice. I have not heard it a second time yet. It is a good project. It's a solid project. There's a little bit of something there for everyone. Mm-hmm. Reggae artists, rappers, singers. I mean, it's all there. Whether you are someone who likes artists from the last decade, artists from this decade, artists from the 90s, you got all of that. It's a very interesting project. I really like that he put Lotto and the City Girls together. That Jadakiss verse/interlude was really interesting, and I like that Khaled showed, listen, I know what's going on in the streets.
Yeah.
And you know who DJ Drama is.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I saw it.
DJ Drama said he would body DJ Khaled in a verses.
I saw that.
Just wanna put that out there for y'all. Y'all can comment on it. But it's a really good album, and I think it's probably one of his better albums. Khaled has a lot of projects.
He does.
And the compilations are usually pretty good. There's never a trash one in my opinion.
Right.
But I think this is one of the better albums from Khaled.
I'll give it a listen. I just haven't gotten to it yet. As I said, I
he was busy with Hove did.
I found out about God Did on the internet. Like,
right.
I didn't know that, I guess I wasn't tapped in the last couple of weeks.
Right.
But yeah, I'll give it a listen. I guess I was busy listening to Beyonce. I listened to it. It's good. It's good. I like it. I don't like when... It's very off-putting to me when the internet tells me all the music. So it's not like I can't do like everybody else and keep listening to it over and over again, because it's kind of annoying to go on the internet and it's being quoted. Every single video has one of Beyonce's songs behind it. That's great for her, but it's just really annoying for me. Yeah. So it doesn't make me want to listen to the music. Like, it's kind of like when during lockdown, when all those songs became like TikTok songs, like Savage and whatever other songs there were a bunch of them. Yes. And I can't listen to those songs. I understand. Because it's too much. Like they're ruining the experience for me, really. I totally get it. But I just figured I should update you guys, because I did say that I was going to listen to it, and yes, it is a good album. It is. It's fun. It is. It is. It's definitely clean your crib music. Yeah. It's definitely get ready to go out music. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Well, I think that's it for DJ Khaled. Yes. Unless you have something else. I don't. Freddie and Benny. Yeah. So Freddie Gibbs and Benny the Butcher have been beefing very publicly. Yeah. There's a lot going on. I don't want to say anything that may implicate crimes. Should we not be talking about this? Someone has someone else's chain. Yes, I saw that. I said, whoa, this is serious. This is serious. Okay. There are rumors that this is over a woman. I don't think it is. But listen, that's a whole nother thing. I mean, dudes fight over women all the time. So I would not be surprised, but I don't know how true that is. I have not seen anything that has confirmed it. But there's just a lot of weird shit being said, being posted. Yeah.
And really and truly, I wish they didn't do that and just made diss records.
Yes, rap beef.
Because they are both phenomenal MCs.
Rap beef. We love to see it.
Listen, get in the booth and go to war verbally.
I speak the truth every time I step in the booth.
Bam, 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 bam. I don't have Tourette's. That's how the beat goes for the song she's quoting. I was telling them, just in case they don't know Beanie Siegel the truth.
I mean, look it up.
If you're watching this, you probably know Beanie Siegel the truth. But if not, that's what she was quoting.
Well, maybe some people come here to learn.
Perhaps. And then there you go. Hove gave you out the master class.
Yep.
Now JD
Hove
did.
it. Oh, JD did.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Benny the Butcher, and it's tweets, it's Instagram posts, it's videos, it's screenshots, it's your girl does porn. It's I already knew that when I got with her. It is a mess, and I really wish that these two high-level MCs.
Porn stars need love too.
Porn stars need love too. I'm JD, and I approve of this message. But it's a really messy, nasty situation, and they're doing it regularly. This is not like two things were said, two things were responded to, and it was over. This is a constant tweet, Instagram, video chat, video posts. There's a lot of messy public shit being said and shown. I say stop that and get in the booth. Personally, I wish these two people weren't beefing. Mm-hmm. In the hip-hop world, y'all are from the same cipher. Y'all are from the same area. Y'all are from the same closet. But
not this one.
Not this one. But perhaps you don't view it that way. I don't know. Freddie Gibbs is probably more mainstream or heading to be more mainstream than Benny the Butcher at this point. Whatever. The point is, right now, y'all are both huge underground, quote unquote, which I don't consider either one of them underground, but that's another topic. The public considers them underground rappers, quote unquote. Right. Again, I don't. Niggas who hang out with Pharrell and have records with Pharrell are not underground. Niggas who be with DJ Premier all the time, probably not underground. But that's another debate for another time. Now, I wish that these two high-level MCs were not beefing, but since you are, why don't y'all take it to the place you're really skilled at? Like, why don't y'all get in the boxing ring, figuratively, and scrap it out there? Why don't you get one of the many producers you both know to give you some beats, which they probably already send you a fuck ton of beats. Mm-hmm. And why don't you put your thoughts, feelings, and hatred on record?
It's like Jimmy Fallon. Have you ever seen Jimmy Fallon when he writes the letters?
No.
He pretends to write letters on his show.
I don't watch Jimmy Fallon, but
I don't really watch Jimmy Fallon either. But
but you've seen it?
The clips used to go viral. And here. It's like it's silly.
Never mind. Okay. I haven't seen it, but it is very silly. Have you seen any of this shit that they're doing?
I saw a little bit. I saw the chain thing, which I was like, oh, so y'all like on fight? Like,
there's a rumor that happened already. It's become physical.
Yes, when someone is walking around with someone else's chain.
Well, you don't have to necessarily be the person that took it.
I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, like, that's a physical thing.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if they are ever in proximity of one another, I would just imagine.
I really hope it doesn't come to that.
I hope it doesn't.
Or that it hasn't already come to that.
I mean, it can't be that far-fetched to think that somebody would be like, why the fuck do you have my chain? Snatch your chain back. Or, you know what I mean? Like, that is such a physical thing. Like, that, might not seem like much now, but could turn into something crazy down the line.
I agree, and I hope that it doesn't come to that. We lose enough black men to violence every day.
Yeah.
We don't need more black men dying from violent crimes. We don't. We don't need more black people, black men specifically, dying from these crimes and these violent acts. Every time we open social media, Every time we put on the news, we see another black man dying on camera for one reason or another. I do not want this to end that way.
No.
So I truly hope that either this is mediated and squashed, or they realize, hey, we're bugging out and squash it themselves, or listen, take it to rap and do a verses or something like that.
Well, no, they can't do a verses right now until the chain is back with its rightful owner.
Well, I'm sure for a lot of reasons they can't do it right now. But
I mean, yeah.
I just hope that this does not become violent and terminal.
I hope not.
Because we lose way too many black men to violence, gun violence, and tomfoolery. We do not need more of that. I
agree. I hope not. I mean, you said it best. I don't have to harp on that because that is all true.
Yeah. And I'm sad. I just don't like seeing it. Like, it's one thing if it's rap beef, right? Like, if it's just a lyrical, it's just
a few jabs here and there, and we just rapping and like it's a part of the culture. Then it's fine.
Hey, whatever.
When it's real life shit going on, then that's not.
And apparently they're publicly, I didn't know this until the other day, but apparently they have also been vocal about the fact that they are fans of each other's music.
Which is wild.
So it's like, why would we let this get to a point where,
I don't know, but
I don't even want to say it and put it in the universe.
I guess that doesn't matter at the end of the day. But
I think that they are too grown and too successful to let this get out of hand, and I really hope it does not.
I agree. Well said.
Thank you. We got something else on the docket?
I mean, we got more beef, but probably a little less volatile, if you will. The Migos. I think we said it here before that the Migos.
Yes.
There was speculation that they were breaking up, but we weren't really sure what was going on. Quavo and Takeoff were working on projects together, and Offset was kind of doing his own thing.
Yes.
And it appears that Offset is really doing his own thing.
Yeah.
It looks like Offset has severed ties with Quality Control.
Yep.
Even his wife, Cardi B. I'm laughing because Cardi B tweets everything, okay? Cardi, if it is on her mind, she tweets it. This is how she got into trouble during lockdown when she posted her $50,000 Birkin bag and said, hey guys.
But did she get into trouble?
The internet didn't like it. Because that was around the time where people were desperate, people were losing their jobs, and people were taking pay cuts and all kinds of things like that. And Cardi was like, hey guys, my friends on the internet, look at my $50,000 bag. Oh no, she was like, should I buy this $50,000 bag? And the internet was like, girl, people are losing their homes. They're being evicted. People are dying hundreds of thousands of people have died, Cardi. And you talk about a $50,000 bag. Sorry to rehash Cardi's business, but this is what I mean when I say Cardi will literally put anything on Twitter. She does not care. She is not concerned. Whatever happens when she puts it out there, and she will defend herself to the end. That is one thing. Because she was like, well, fuck y'all. My fans are my friends. I was just asking my friends a question.
She did say that, and you are correct.
So I bring all of that up to say that Cardi has something to say about her man.
She did.
Having issues with QC.
She did.
You want to take it away? You remember what she said?
Okay. I'm just going to pause and unplug the laptop because I think that's why it's doing that jump thing.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact tweet, but to paraphrase, Cardi said that he paid millions of dollars to get out of his contract.
Yeah.
He did what he needs to do, and they need to get off of his back. She is tired. I'll put it on the screen, actually. Hopefully it hasn't been deleted, so I can do so. And
I'm
so...
looking to see if it's there,
Got it. Well, then we will put it on the screen. But she basically said at the end, she's tired of people painting him as the bad guy. Enough is enough. And apparently the owner and public figure P, he and Little Baby put out a video where he asked Little Baby what the sign says behind them or something like that. This video I didn't see, but I heard about it. And Little Baby says the show must go on, and then they laugh. Another public beef I don't think should be public.
Yeah, that was a little.
Because I didn't know about the lawsuit. I didn't know about him leaving. I didn't know about his singles. Because that's not the part of hip hop that I dwell in. But now I know all of these things. It's become very public and very messy, and I wish it wasn't like that. But I gotta be honest. I applaud him for suing them to get his rights and to get things in order legally.
Yeah.
I applaud him for buying out his contract.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think it's super fly. He even had the money to do that. Everybody can't buy out their contract.
No.
That's a big deal.
That's simply
so
not true. Yeah.
It's Quavo, right? His name. Quavo? What? Why is that funny? I want to make sure I don't say the wrong name.
You be Cardi B's husband?
Yeah.
Offset.
Oh shit. See, I don't even know.
I'm sorry, and I was into the Twitters. I
don't even know.
I didn't realize.
I didn't say anything yet. I was asking you. I'll leave this in too. Yeah, I think props to Offset
with the locks. The tall, skinny one with the locks. He likes to dance. The one that likes to dance. No, seriously, you're not allowed to say that. The tall, skinny one.
I will respond to that off pod.
Is that rude?
I will respond to that off pod. It is not rude. Props to Offset is what I was trying to say. Everyone cannot buy out their contract. You didn't do anything.
Okay.
Props to Offset because everyone cannot buy out their contract. And I am all for an artist doing what they need to do to go the route that they're trying to go and to make sure that what they are trying to do aligns legally. Because that is not easy to do in the music industry. And it takes a lot of money, time, and legal back and forth. So a lot of props to Offset for that. And props to Cardi B. Because, no, I may not agree with everything that Cardi B does publicly or on Twitter. But this shit here, I approve of. And I think that is super fly. That she is standing behind her man and letting her fans and the rest of the world know what her truth is and speaking up on behalf of her husband. I think that's super fly. Yes.
And she also let us know, I didn't find the tweet, but she also let us know that she will be directing one of Offset's videos soon.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
I think that's dope.
That's go, dope. Cardi.
That's dope. I mean, they working together.
Love to see it.
Black love. I'm here for it. Love to see it. I'm here for it. Get that money together.
Y'all fucking go. And that I love. I think that is a beautiful thing.
It's very beautiful.
This messy shit on the internet, I am not a fan of. But Cardi coming in and be like, hold on.
That's not what happened.
That's not what happened. Let me tell y'all about what happened with my man.
Right.
I like that shit.
She was
props
probably
to Cardi.
You don't say nothing because you can't. I can see it. I can see it. She was probably like, don't even say anything. But I'm tired of these people talking about my man.
Right. Because you can. There are times, which we spoke about another artist whose name I won't say at the moment, but we spoke about another artist who got in trouble legally because they were saying things publicly about the other party involved in a legal matter.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what? Let your wife do it. Why not?
I ain't mad at that.
Why not?
I don't think your woman should fight your battles, but I don't think this is fighting battles.
No.
I think this is helping out.
She's on QC too. Isn't she? Is she still?
I'm not knowledgeable on that.
Maybe she's not anymore.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know what the situation is. I don't want to speak on her behalf.
No, I was just wondering if
they're still managing her.
There's like collective beef
I don't know what the situation is. I don't know what Cardi's current relationship is with QC, aka Quality Control. So I won't speak on it. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, and it's...
Yes.
Oh. As of 2020, she was involved with QC, but she wasn't tied to any management. That's interesting. We should look into that more. I don't want us to go down a rabbit hole that we're not prepared for, but I'm just curious. I think that's something worth talking about because she's speaking openly about things that involve them.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering how she fits into... I mean, I don't think she gives a shit, but which is fine. I'm just curious about where she stands in all of this, like professionally. I know where she stands as a wife.
Clearly.
Yeah, I mean,
and I love it.
I love it too. Listen. I mean, never mind.
And
no, I think it's great. I think it's dope what she did, and why not?
And Cardi,
by your man.
If you somehow see this, feel free to tweet and let us know. Yeah. If you're still involved with QC or not. We don't even have a Twitter. But we've got TikTok and Instagram, and
we got all the things.
Talk
to us, Cardi.
Email.
I mean, maybe I'll repost this to my personal Twitter or something and see if
I don't mind doing the same.
Because Cardi talks to the people.
Cardi responded to me years ago.
Did she?
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. She put me in my place, and
Did you
I ain't mad at
it?
her. I don't know, but it doesn't matter at this point.
I'm just curious about what you did.
Off pod.
All right. We got a lot of off-pod conversations to have.
Everything can't be on the pod. This is called the Let's Have a Real Conversation podcast. It is not called the Let's Tell All My Business podcast.
Got it. Okay.
It's also not called the Let's Be Fully Transparent podcast.
Well, there's that.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, on that note, I think that the last thing is one fun thing that we have to
we got more?
to.
Damn, what a pod.
Just one more thing. And maybe we should have done this at the top of the episode because it's really not that it's so small, but
okay.
Ginuwine.
Oh boy. All right.
I mean, we don't have to talk about it. Ginuwine went viral.
Yeah, go for it.
For shimmying. And y'all know I love to...
You want me to move back so you can arm? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all know I'm the real king of R&B.
The real king of R&B.
All right? But Ginuwine came out. I just want to say Ginuwine copied my outfit.
He did?
He did.
Mm.
Remember when we did our R&B episode?
Yes.
Other than the red lipstick.
Oh, you had the all black on?
Yeah.
This is true.
He copied my outfit. I told y'all I was channeling R&B singers because, they're typical. Anyway. He comes out, he does his little shimmy. I don't remember where he was performing, but he did his little shimmy.
I don't remember either. But yes, it was
a
performance.
It went viral.
Right.
And people had a lot to say. But it was kind of like when the Versus clips go viral, like when Ray J went viral and Beanie Man went viral. But people just doing, like, people catching him doing, like, this one little thing.
Do you have a favorite?
Oh, of Versus clips that went viral?
Of Ginuwine, what they did with him.
Oh, man.
My favorite is when they inserted him into the Thriller.
Yes! That one was a good one.
Oh, shit.
That one was a good one.
Yo, that was funny.
Because he was kind of doing the move. It worked. It really did.
That was great.
But then Ginuwine came back out. He came out and he said, let me talk to the people. I mean, part of his post was incoherent because he should have had somebody read it. But from what I gathered, he felt that he was being bullied.
He said a lot on
the internet.
Caption.
Yeah, there's more.
In the caption.
But one of the biggest takeaways, because the Shade Room, the headline that made the Shade Room was Ginuwine felt that he was being cyberbullied, which, Ginuwine, were you?
He did say that in his caption.
Were you being cyberbullied? Or were we just having a good
But does he know what cyberbullying means?
Probably not.
Because in the post he was saying his people tell him he's not on the internet enough, he doesn't do enough.
Right. And that was the thing.
I don't know.
People were like, oh, give me more of Ginuwine. This is fun.
Yeah.
Give me more.
And apparently there's a lot more Ginuwine coming.
And Ginuwine said, well, you know what? I got music coming. I got y'all said y'all want to hear more of me. I got a podcast. What the fuck is Ginuwine going to talk about?
I don't know, but they done did it now.
I don't want a Ginuwine
podcast.
No,
hell no, man. Y'all done up and done it. Oh, no, hell no, man. Y'all done up and done it. Yo, so many lines. Go ahead.
I just don't care.
I didn't even. I don't know. I sent it to you because I was like, oh, I don't know if she saw this, but this is good content for the people doing the memes and the remixes, and that Thriller shit was way too good to keep to myself. Yeah. But I didn't expect this nigga to respond and make fake announcements. Like,
yeah, it was gratuitous.
It's weird because it's like it's a rollout and a complaint and addressing. And
my thing is, then don't call people out for cyberbullying if all you've done is decided to figure out ways to profit off what the people's reaction to this. Then the cyberbullying part of it, because first of all, it's not cyberbullying. People were having a good time and having a laugh, and that's it. But nobody was bullying Ginuwine.
I didn't even see anything dissing him, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Nobody was bullying him.
Most of what I saw was either giving him props or just being silly.
Yeah, because sometimes Black people like to have a good time on the internet with some bullshit. Yeah. And that's what this was. Yeah. It's just like I said. It's just like when the Versus clips go viral,
the Usher thing,
or the Usher thing.
People are still doing Usher remixes.
The watch this, and yeah, like I don't know. He got to get over it, but I guess he got over it enough to say he's going to do a podcast and he's going to put out some new music. So if y'all are interested in that, honestly, I feel like I'm good with the old catalog. I don't really need new Ginuwine, but sure.
I don't know. I didn't understand it. It was weird to me.
I don't know.
And why put all of that in a caption? Why not just say that in a video?
Does Ginuwine really know how to use the internet like that, though?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, because in the caption he says, like, it took me a while to catch up. I don't really be on here, and
the kids are gonna talk about us like that one day.
One day. They do it now.
I know they do it now.
My daughter's 12, and when I say and do certain things, she said, "Dad, you put that on the internet? Dad, why did you do that? Dad, why? What? Dad, nobody does that, Dad. Dad, why are you recording that? Dad, stop." I'm like, everyone does this. What are you talking? She's like, "No, they don't, Dad. Nobody I know does it." I'm like,
yeah, but do you hear how we're talking about Ginuwine? Does Ginuwine really know how to use the internet?
That's what I'm saying. The kids don't think we know how.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna get worse, okay? Because Ginuwine is a bit older than us, so it's gonna get worse at some point. They're just gonna be like, "You guys don't even know anything."
Right.
So yeah, but just ending on a funny note. So
yeah, it's weird, it's silly.
I don't know. I mean, good for him, I guess. I don't care about a Ginuwine podcast. I know there's the R&B Money podcast. I haven't checked that out.
It's Tank's podcast, and that's also the name of his new album. Props to Tank.
I mean, yeah, that's smart and
so smart.
I'm curious about it.
Tank.
Yeah.
Tank is a great R&B artist. He got.
Please don't go.
He got.
Oh, please don't.
He got that shit.
Tell me to please don't take off my clothes because
he got that shit.
Please don't go is just
like if you want,
it's like butter.
If you want like classic R&B vibes,
Tank is amazing.
Today, because classic R&B, you can go find the old stuff. But if you're looking for that, like but happening today,
new Tank is good Tank.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you're looking for that today, in the deuce, Tank got that.
Tank
got that.
Oof, it's buttery. It's beautiful.
Props to Tank.
Yeah.
But a Ginuwine podcast, I have no idea what that's going to be about.
I don't care.
And I mean, I listen to very few podcasts. I'm too busy doing them to listen to a ton of them. So I only listen to a few from my friends and colleagues and really one or two others. And even those, I only really keep up with like one podcast that's not from my people. And
I listen to podcasts, but
you ain't run into this. You're not gonna Forrest Gump it to the Ginuwine podcast.
No. But you know what? Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Right. Thank you for staying with us. This is episode like 15.
Yeah.
Thank you. Who knew we would have made it this far? Which is not far. I mean, some people got like 9,000 episodes out.
Yeah.
But for us, 15 is not bad, I don't think.
I think we did.
And thank y'all for making this possible. Commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing. We see y'all and we appreciate y'all.
Our podcast is 6 months old.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
It is, yeah.
High five. Excuse the left.
I mean, listen. You did good, kid.
You too.
Thanks.
No problem, Bob.
All right. That's it.
On that note, we're going to shimmy out of here. Oh,
Come on.
man. I knew he was going to do that.
Come on.
I shouldn't have said that.
Come on, do it.
I'm not.
Come on.
I'm not.
Shimmy, y'all. Shimmy, yeah, shimmy, yeah.
I'm not.
No?
Sorry.
No. I don't know how to stop my shoulders.
I can't stop him for you, Diddy.
Please do it.
Can't.
Please.
Sorry. I cannot. Sorry, Diddy. Later, y'all. Bye.